Hello students, welcome to Crack NEET Biology. In the video, NEET previous year questions from immunity பார்க்க போறோம். இந்த topic NEET aspectல it's very important. NEET 2025 இந்த topicல இருந்து 3 questions கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Okay, so என்னென்ன previous year questions from immunity ன்னு பார்க்கலாம். First question, after maturation in primary lymphoid organs, the lymphocytes migrate for interaction with antigens to secondary lymphoid organs or tissues like. So lymphocytes develop ஆகிறது, mature ஆகிறது primary lymphoid organs like bone marrow and thymusல. Whereas it will interact with the antigen in the secondary lymphoid organs. Given options la secondary lymphoid organs, spleen, lymph nodes, and Peyer's patches. So option B, C, D, E only is the correct answer. Then which of the following type of immunity is present at the time of birth and is a non-specific type of defense in the human body? So நம்ம பிறந்ததுல இருந்தே இருக்க immunity and non-specific type of defense, it is the innate immunity. Option D is the correct answer. Then identify the statement that is not correct. So given options la பாத்தீங்கன்னா option A தான் it's a not correct statement, incorrect statement. Okay. So antigen binding site is located at C-terminal region of antibody molecules ன்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. This is wrong. ஏன்னா antigen binding site N-terminal region of the antibody moleculesல தான் present ஆயிருக்கும். Whereas மத்த options எல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா it's a correct statement. Constant region of heavy and light chains are located at C-terminus of antibody molecules. This is correct. Then each antibody has 2 light and 2 heavy chains. This is also correct. And the heavy and light chains are held together by means of the disulfide bonds. This is also correct. So option A தான் வந்து incorrect statement. Then match list 1 with list 2. So B lymphocytes it produce an army of proteins in response to pathogens. So army of proteins என்றது என்னது antibodies. So B lymphocytes produce an army of antibodies, that is proteins in response to pathogens. So A 3. Then B interferons, it is innate immunity. B 4. Then T lymphocytes, it's a cell-mediated immunity. C 2. Then cholesterol, passive immunity. D 1. So option C, A 3, B 4, C 2, D 1 is the correct answer. Then match list 1 with list 2. A common cold, it is caused by rhinoviruses. A 3. And hemozoin, it is plasmodium. B 1. Then viral test, it is for typhoid. C 2. Then allergy, it is caused by dust mites. So D4. Option C, A3, B1, C2, D4 is the correct answer. Then given below are 2 statements. Statement 1. Bone marrow is the main lymphoid organ where all blood cells, including lymphocytes, are produced. This is the correct statement. Statement 1 is correct. Statement 2. Both bone marrow and thymus provide microenvironments for the development and maturation of T lymphocytes. This is also a correct statement. T lymphocytes form produce ஆகிறது and develop ஆகிறது bone marrowல, whereas mature ஆகிறது thymusல. So this is also a correct statement. Option A, both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct is the correct option. Okay. Then match list 1 with list 2. So cytokine barriers, pathina, it is interferons. A 2. Then cellular barriers, neutrophils and macrophages. B 3. Then physiological barriers, tears and saliva, acid in the stomach. இதெல்லாம் வந்து physiological barriers which prevents microbial growth. So C 4. Physical barriers, mucus coating of the respiratory tract. D1. So physiological barriers நல்ல ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. Physiological barriers, tears and saliva, acid in the stomach இதெல்லாம். Physical barrier வந்து mucus coating of the respiratory tract. Okay, mucus coating லாம் physical barrier. So D1. So option A, A2, B3, C4 and D1 is the correct answer. Then given below are 2 statements. Statement 1. Autoimmune disorder is a condition where body defense mechanism recognize its own cells as foreign antibodies. So statement 1 correct. Autoimmune diseases la நம்ம own cells foreign antibodies நினைச்சு நம்ம immune system attack பண்ணோம், அதான் autoimmune disease. So statement 1 correct. Statement 2. Rheumatoid arthritis is a condition where body does not attack cells ன்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, which is wrong. ஏன்னா rheumatoid arthritis autoimmune disease தான் which attacks this body where body attacks the cells தான் correct statement, whereas does not attack ன்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So statement 2 வந்து it is a wrong statement. So statement 1 வந்து correct statement, statement 2 wrong. So option C, statement 1 is correct but statement 2 is not correct. Incorrect is the correct answer. Then Select the incorrect statement with respect to acquired immunity. So with respect to acquired immunity, primary response is produced when our body encounters a pathogen for the first time. This is correct. Anamnestic response is elicited on subsequent encounters with the same pathogen. So anamnestic response is the secondary response. So primary response kapra secondary response it will be elicited on subsequent encounters with the same pathogen. Be you correct? Option C, anamnestic response is due to memory of first encounter. This is also correct. Whereas option D the incorrect statement. Acquired immunity is non-specific type of defense present at the time of birth, which is wrong. Innate immunity is non-specific present at the time of birth. Acquired immunity it is acquired as the name indicates, and also it is a pathogen specific immunity. So option D it is the incorrect statement. Then identify the wrong statement with reference to immunity. So given options la pathina, active immunity is quick and gives full response and it is wrong. Active immunity slow da irukum. Okay. Then which of the following immune responses is responsible for rejection of kidney graft? So cell-mediated immune response, the organ transplantation rejection, organ transplantation appo graft rejection, cell-mediated immune response it plays a role. So this is ரொம்ப important in the question. Okay, இது repetitive உங்களுக்கு கேட்டிருக்காங்க NEETல. Then colostrum, the yellowish fluid secreted by mother during the initial days of lactation, is very essential to impart immunity to the newborn infants because it contains immunoglobulin A. Option A is the correct answer. Then, which of the following is not an autoimmune disease? So, given options la pathina psoriasis, rheumatoid arthritis, vitiligo. இது மூணுமே it is the autoimmune disease. Whereas Alzheimer's disease it is not an autoimmune disease. It is a progressive brain disorder. Okay. So option C that it is not an autoimmune disease. Then transplantation of tissues or organs fails often due to non-acceptance by a patient's body. Which type of immune response is responsible for such rejections? So as I said earlier, it is the cell-mediated immune response, which is a repetitive question. Okay. Then malt constitutes about dash percentage of the lymphoid tissue in human body. So malt அப்படின்றது mucosa associated lymphoid tissue which lines the digestive, respiratory, urogenital tract. இதெல்லாம் line பண்ணியிருக்கிறது this mucosa associated lymphoid tissue தான் which constitute 50% of the lymphoid tissue in human body. Option D is the correct answer. Then antivenom injection contains preformed antibodies while polio drops that are administered into the body contain attenuated pathogens. So attenuated pathogens is the weakened form of disease causing pathogens. Okay, so inge virus. Okay, weakened form of disease causing virus the here polio kudukuradhu. Okay, polio drops are kudukuradhu. So attenuated pathogens is the correct answer. Option B. Then in higher vertebrates, the immune system can distinguish self cells and non-self. If this property is lost due to genetic abnormality and it attacks self cells, then it leads to autoimmune disease. Option A is the correct answer. Then if you suspect major deficiency of antibodies in a person, to which of the following would you look for confirmatory evidence? So இப்போ ஒரு பேஷண்ட்டுக்கு மேஜர் டெஃபிஷியன்சி ஆஃப் ஆன்டிபாடிஸ் இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணாங்கன்னா they will look for the confirmatory evidence serum globulins. Option B is the correct answer. Then which of the following immunoglobulins does constitute the largest percentage in human milk? Immunoglobulin A. This is also a very important question. Then as I said earlier, the graft rejection. இது repetitive கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Grafted kidney may be rejected in a person due to cell-mediated immune response. Okay. Students, in the video உங்களுக்கு useful ஆகுனா kindly subscribe my channel. Thank you.